Well, away from that, the 4 presidential candidates have pledged to conduct peaceful campaigns ahead of the forthcoming general elections. To maintain peace and stability during and after elections, the candidates committed to restraint and respect even as they go about their highly charged campaigns. And as Sam Ogina reports, IEBC has indicated the last bunch of ballot papers will be expected in the country end of the month to set the ball rolling towards the general election.
On the first day of the election conference put together by the Electoral Commission, the presidential candidates put pen to paper their commitment to a peaceful election. The candidates taking cognizance of the highly charged, volatile campaigns punctuated by name-calling and mudslinging.
Dr. William Samoei Ruto continues to give his highest assurance to all Kenyans and to the international community that in tandem with what he has demonstrated so far through his peaceful campaign, that he will remain steadfast in ensuring that the footprints of his campaign trail will remain even more peaceful.
It is the journey that has made us shake hands with His Excellency President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta to bring this country together and to work on our political systems that so often lead to violence, loss of lives and property. I'm determined to continue on that path of peace and unity and reconciliations.
With 28 days to the general elections, the leaders call for respect.
And I've also revoked and invoked in my party, if you are making your speeches out there, do not touch on Ruto, do not touch on my colleague and senior counsel, Mwaure, a good man, a caller, a man who wears a collar, but please speak to your expectations. Don't attack me again. He's a presidential candidate, for God's sake. Let's respect him. Let's respect each other.
For there to be a strong democracy, let's stop corruption. For there to be a strong democracy, let's return our development money, or money that should have made Kenya a first world back to our country.
Calling for the commission to stamp its authority, the leaders nonetheless outlined what they described as pitfalls that needed fixing before elections.
That same method that you use for registration must be the same method that you use for identification of voters during the voting process in the upcoming general election. If registration of voters was not done on manual paper register, then would it not be good sense to use the manual paper for identification of genuinely registered voters?
I come from the side of politics that has over time felt slighted by the referee, felt slighted by the ways that we have conducted our elections. And Mr. Chairman, you will forgive me if sometimes we have come off as that side of politics that does not trust the referee. It is not because of anything with you or with IEBC, it is because of the long journey that my presidential candidate Raila Amolo Odinga and his deputy have walked on reforms and liberating this country and its democratic space.
On its part, the Commission expressed confidence on its readiness for the polls. The Commission indicating it will print ballot papers commensurate to the number of registered voters that stands at 22,120,458 scattered across 46,233 polling stations. Kenyans have a daunting task of picking 1,882 leaders from a pool of 16,098 candidates, all seeking the leadership positions.
Judiciary will fast-track the cases, nomination disputes. Please do so, for we are running behind schedule in printing of ballot papers, and actually by this week we should have finished all the printing. We shall only be remaining with the presidential candidates' ballot papers.
The Commission has ordered for a total of 132,190,610 ballot papers, out of which 22,120,458 are presidential ballot papers that include diaspora and prison voters. 22,102,532 ballots for the National Assembly. For governors and senators, the commission will receive 22,102,532 ballot papers, while for the position of woman representative, it will receive 21,674,465. This after the seat for Kericho woman representative is uncontested, as well as that of MCA seats in wards in Baringo and Garissa counties.
Those are the only ballot papers we have ordered, and they will be supplied. There are no other ballot papers outside the 132,190,610. This is important because we don't, as a commission, we have nothing to hide. There are no other ballot papers other than these ones, which the commission has ordered from the printers.
The conference comes to a close on Tuesday.